welcome. So, I've done a little bit. I've been doing a little bit. I've been running around the Black Forest trying to get a few things, I guess. Trying to get mostly that bear trophy, which still eludes me. Um, as you can see, this is where we went to the Elder in the last episode, the boss arena there. And I ran around all this Black Forest, marked down some things, took out some trolls and whatnot. As you can see, did not find one of those, actually I should put the trophy in here. Did not find a bear trophy, unfortunately. Did find a lot of riches and other things, but not really what I wanted. So, yeah, I guess we're putting that in here. You may notice I've got some new foods up here, and I did a little bit of farming and got a pretty big supply of carrots and started making quite a bit of the new food. That's just made at the cauldron. You can see all these different foods. They've got quite a bit more health and stamina. So those are quite good. And so you can see that I've got quite a bit more going for me in that department. I did get some extra honey because I know we're going to use it to make that fermenter, which I think I need just a little bit more fine wood for. So we'll make that early because we'll need to get the meads fermenting so that we will have time to hopefully use them during the boss fight. I don't think they're like strictly necessary. Like I've done the boss fight several times at this point. But it is a nice thing to at least start going and doing. Oh yeah, I got a lot more coal. Farmed some metal as well. Got quite a bit of that. I made a bronze pickaxe just so I could mine a little bit faster. Okay. And I believe it's 30. Isn't it? 30 and like 5, let's say. Is that right? And 10 resin. Okay. So, where do we want this? I guess we can get rid of this pile of bones. And put a fermenter here. That works all right. Which reminds me, we will need the mead kettle. I didn't really make a spot for it. So I guess for now, just move these. See if we can make one of those, because I completely forgot that they had split the mead bases into the mead kettle. Yeah. So we're gonna need more copper for that. Wow, and just like that, we've got some, whoops, we've got some copper to smelt. Isn't that fantastic? So we'll get that cooking up. We will make that meat kettle. Start fermenting. And then honestly, we'll probably just take on the boss. If I see any bears on the way, or actually I can just portal to it. Yeah, we might as well just take it out at this point. I don't anticipate it being all that difficult. Usually what I would end up doing is using a bunch of fire arrows, because I haven't really gone over it, but you can make a whole lot of different kinds of arrows just with the extra feathers you can end up finding. We might look into seeing if we can make one of the trinkets, because I unlocked, yeah, Heart of the Forest was a recipe that I unlocked. I had picked up one of these shaman trophies. So we can see about doing that. How much bronze do we have? Okay. This should be fine. This should be acceptable. How many of these how many of those cores do we have? Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It doesn't interfere with our plans here. And we can make the Heart of the Forest. So, it says adrenaline 50. Once you equip a trinket, right? Let's see if you can see this. Yeah, it's right there. Whoop. On my collar, I guess. But that once you equip a trinket, you can start making use of adrenaline, and adrenaline builds up through, you know, punching or hitting things, I guess being hit also. Let's see if this gives me adrenaline. Come on. No. I can build adrenaline though. You see that red meter underneath stamina. I guess it's kind of orangish. You get 5 for a parry, 5 for a dodge roll. Successful. That's part of the reason I'm guessing they implemented the mechanic of it actually registering your roll. But you'll notice it's building up, right? And once we get to that 50 adrenaline, the effect happens, and we get the effect for a minute. You see it up there in the corner. And the effect is that we get increased health regeneration. So that these typically, what I've noticed, at least from my own testing of just playing on this update, is that they only really seem to activate in really prolonged fights. So kind of only when you would really need them. It would be nice if some of them actually, if you could just trigger them more frequently, or in more scenarios, because they seem a little, some of them at least seem a little underwhelming. Take this, and we'll take, what was it, 2? 2 leather scraps. Alright. Mead kettle time. Okay, now we've got all this nonsense. I guess let's grab a bunch of this stuff. Bunch of this stuff. Okay, so we can make minor healing. Make minor stamina. We can make the tasty mead. And the poison resistance, which we'll need in the next biome, so we may as well make a little bit of it, right? What was it? Just I don't actually have any necktails. So I have to go get those. We'll need poison resistance in the swamp, because there are a lot of things there that can poison you. So we might as well get ahead of the curve on this. Start making those things. And we'll try to keep track of like how often this actually activates, right? Hold on. Yeah. We'll try to see if we can get it to activate. Okay. I'm thinking, let me put some of this stuff away. Let's grab a little bit of that. I'm thinking we can honestly just keep a chest here. with all the mead bases in it. I guess I wanted to work on the, yeah, the healing one. Let's make one more of the poison. Yeah. Put this back, put all this back. Put this up here. Put this there. Okay. Now, got this. How many more nails can we make? Or how much more bronze? We can only make 2 more bronze. So we'll need a little bit. That's alright. And this fermenter will sit and it will take a little bit of time to ferment. I don't know exactly how long it is, but it's definitely more than a day. Of course, it can be sped up with sleeping or anything like that. And I'm getting up a supply of nails because we'll eventually want to be making the carve so that we can get to the swamps. Although I don't know how far this landmass goes. Sometimes you can find land stretching really, like surprisingly far, and maybe you only need to cross rivers. But a lot of the world is ocean, so... yeah. Okay, sun's in the west, so we can sleep. So we'll do that. And yeah, I think we're just gonna go kill the boss. We had just enough of those ancient seeds, which were up here, to summon the boss and to make that trinket. Keep forgetting the word. So we'll head through our portal. And pop up here. Yeah. Clean up all this stuff. And we're ready. Spawning over here. I'm gonna spam hit him. This is the Elder. Big tree man. This one is a little bit more of a boss fight than the last one. He's got a few different attacks. He will summon those roots, which will smack you if you get close. Hey, Grey Dwarf. What's up? He will also do this move, which doesn't actually go past these pillars, so that's your one, your way out of that, I guess. And he has a stomp. I wonder if we can parry this. We sure can. And I think we can kind of just sit under here, punching him, and rolling the, I think there's a skeleton somewhere. I thought I heard an arrow. But yeah, what I mostly do during this fight, oh, we got our health regeneration. Let's actually take a hit, see how much damage it does. 25, okay. Summoning the roots. Usually what I'll do is grab a bunch of fire arrows, and I'll just sit, you know, run between the pillars and just pepper him with those. Because it'll take a good amount of fire damage. You know, being made of wood and all. You just gotta make sure not to fall into the hole that you made. Stop him from... Woo! Stop him from walking. We'll just punch him to death. Let's just get rid of the roots in the area instead of running away. And we can just sit here and wail on them, kinda. Oh. It's fine. I was close to my adrenaline anyway, which is gonna give me that increased health regeneration. And the funny thing is these trinkets, their effects are active for a period of time, and you can still build up adrenaline while that duration is on. So, you can have some of these perpetually triggering. So yeah, it just triggered again before the timer even went up. And he's down. Just like that. Very easy. So, out of this, we get a trophy, as well as the swamp key. So, we'll head back to the old sacrificial stones. And, actually, I wonder how close they would have been if just running back. Yeah, they still would have been pretty far. So we'll head back to those, hang our trophy up, and we'll call that Boss 2 done. Alrighty. This is the next thing I'm probably going to be making a portal to. Because we will need to stop by here every now and then to do this. So, boss number 2, the Elder. Cool. So, this one now, the power gives you 30% health regen. It gives you extra chopping and pickaxe power. So I believe initially it just gave you extra chopping power, so you could, you can chop down trees a little faster. It didn't have the health regen. It didn't have the additional mining. The mining was actually on the Queen, which, is quite a few bosses away. And, by that you've done most of your mining. We're actually gonna take this. Oops, I read it. We can read that, but I wanted to activate power. So now you can see in the corner it just changed. We're gonna use that, even though the Eikthyr one is probably a little more useful. But with this, we'll be able to do quicker mining, which is always welcome. And the health regen might actually be good. I don't think I tested this whenever I was playing on the PTB. But, this is going to be health regen, and this is going to be health regen. So, we might have a decent idea coming together there. So, we'll see. Alright, I'm back. It's nighttime. I've been running through the Black Forest trying to get that bear trophy. I know I'm on double resources, right? But this has been a lot of bears to not have gotten one of those. And it is nighttime now. But I noticed something on the map, which is very cool. I've gone quite a ways now. I've noticed this on the map, and we gotta head right to it, of course. Whoa! I didn't even see it. Okay. I got legitimately scared there. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll take this out first. How about? Try to lead it away from that nest so we don't get a ton of mobs. Want to help me out? Okay. That skeleton is just missing. Oh, it's not. It's actually helping. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Get a little extra health regen. Okay, so we got some bear hide. There's more bear hide in there. Fortunately, everything is now here. Oh, we did get poisoned. That's fine. We got regen working on us. I just want to see if it dropped one of those. Because I don't think it did. You know, we don't need this extra thing with the... Right, we managed to keep our, Come on. This is just a bunch of fighting in the dark. We don't have our torch anymore, unfortunately. We really don't need the bear meat for anything. So I'm gonna make another torch. Is there a bear trophy anywhere here? I really don't think there is one, which is very unfortunate. Because that would have been great. Would have been very useful. Okay. What's over here? Oh, we've got another burial chamber here. Hold on. This looks a little fancier. This isn't one of those things, is it? This is a normal one, right? Yeah. Okay. There are a few little side mission type places with the mini bosses in them. I wonder, can I get... I don't need the second one. Oh no, I need stone is what I need. Okay, anyway, we should probably just head over here. But yeah, this is one of the few merchants. First one you usually be finding. And they can be... Gotta mark the mushrooms, it's the law. They can be in a lot of different places, you know, just a little bit further out from the center. So they could be dotted around here in several different places. But the first of those predetermined places that you get close to is the one it will be. Oh, we've got a bear. I saw it this time. Okay, that's the one I can't really get. Come on. Okay. Now drop a trophy. Meat, 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 meat. Okay. These things are hard to get. I feel like at least most more experienced players will be through the Black Forest and on to, you know, greener pastures. Oh, and there's a troll. By the time they even, you know, acquire one of these. I think in the PTB I was lucky enough to get one of them pretty early on. Oh, and I can stagger these, I'm pretty sure. Oh, nope, I can't. Kick it. Oh, yeah, I did stagger it. Yep. Okay. I can stun lock trolls now, which is pretty epic. That's just gonna be the, you know, the skill, the fist skill getting greater. It's already, it's at 43. So, it's pretty cool. And over here, just over here, we've got that trader. Just want to take out all these guys first. And we have Haldor, as well as Halstein, the locks. Alright, buddy. I guess I should sell, right? We can't really afford the fishing rod. We can't afford Megan Yord yet, or the circlet. So we're not really gonna buy anything. But these are excellent, yeah. Particularly this belt. It gives you an additional... Oops, I almost punched him. Basically gives you an additional 50% carry weight. On top of what you have, just for having it equipped. You know, it doesn't have to be any particular way, but this is great that we found this here. I think what I might do, honestly, I'm gonna run around and get the stuff for a portal. I do know, I'm gonna see if there's a meadows close by here, but if there's not, I can always run back up. And I'm going to make sure I get a portal down here so that when... Here. So that, you know, we can have quick travel back and forth to this, because this is very cool. Oh, there's a bear rug here. This is new. Yeah, one of the things that you can make with the bear trophy is one of these bear rugs. And it's like, I can't even get one for the armor. Okay, so I was heading more south. Or actually, not even that far south. I mean, trader's right here. I guess I was going west. But I was just following the coastline, right? And there's swamp back here. I was kind of looking to see if I could get, what is it? Some fine wood and put a portal down here for the merchant. But we could make a little something or other in between these two, right? And just have a place that's close to the trader and the swamp. I'm gonna tiptoe into here and see if I can't find something real quick. It is morning, so we don't have to worry about wraiths. But let's see if we can't find... What I would want to look for here is turnip seeds. If we can just find some quick turnip seeds, that would be very cool. Can find this skeleton idiot. Oh, well. We don't exactly want to fight that quite yet, I don't think. Yeah, we're gonna save that for next time, I think. But this looks like it's quite possibly... Hold on. Let me give it a look. There's Draugr there. It's quite possible this isn't you know, a tiny swamp, which is fantastic news. Um, so we'll be able to actually do a good deal of exploring in there. And oh, we got another bear. Is that a 1-star? No, it's just a bear. It's just a bear. Um, it's taken so long to get this trophy. So I can hope. That's about all I can do. Oh, the rock was moving my camera. Dwayne Johnson was moving my camera. Do that. Okay. All right. Drop one. Do it. Not a trophy to be seen. This is tough. This is a tough one. You know what would be really epic is if we got you know, we got Haldor right here, and in this swamp right over here we got the Bog Witch. That'd be fantastic. That'd be real nice. But it doesn't look like it. I don't know how far away the next boss needs to be from spawn to show us. For there to be like a, you know, boss altar, right? I don't know how far it needs to be. So it's possible we could find something cool in there. If nothing else, just the rest of the stuff we'd be getting out of the swamp anyway. But I guess I'm cutting again. Alright, so I was running back after placing a portal down. And there's just a swamp tree stood right in the middle of the Black Forest. And I think we definitely need to build something here. We're just gonna question mark that. It looks like on the map there's this thin line that the game thinks, oh yeah, swamp. But it's not really showing up here. So there's just this one big swamp tree stuck right in the middle, and it's right here. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of hold that for later, because you don't see stuff like this too often. We're back at base, and we've got quite a few things going for us now. One, off camera at some point, I finally got one of these bear trophies. So what we're gonna do is make that last piece of the armor, headdress of the bear. So we're gonna make that, and we're actually gonna see, where did I put the, yeah, these other ones. We're gonna see if we can't upgrade a few of these. I guess we're missing blueberries. No, we don't have that many, but we'll see if we can't upgrade these a little bit. Because we have plenty of other stuff, I guess. Upgrade that. I guess we'll upgrade again. And we can get some blueberries and get that. Oops. Where is it? It's this. That. Yep. I also took the time to make, I guess, an extra set of the troll armor and an extra set of the paws, just because, you know, if we end up dying, it's a nice bit of recovery gear. But here we go. Hold up. Let's get the cape off so we can see just the armor. I mean, you look like a bear. You get the bear paws out, you really do. And this new set, I guess we can keep the cape on. This set gives you the Berserk effect. Berserk. Which will make you slightly weak against all physical damage. Now, I'm pretty sure what slightly weak means is that you take 25% extra damage. Might be wrong about that, may need to check, but what you do get is an additional slash and chop damage, which the paws do slash, so we will be doing more damage with the paws. We also get more stamina regeneration as well as health regeneration, which is pretty significant, I think. So I think this pretty well outweighs the downside of that. So what I want to do, we can head over. It's close to night, but we can do this. We have a portal going over to Haldor, and a portal also going to spawn. But I can just go to this portal. This one's the one that goes to the Elder. So we can head over here with this armor and see if we can't grab a few blueberries. Okay, I marked some of them down here. So we can go head off and grab some more of those so we can get to our tier 3. Were they right here? Or were they? Over here. Yeah. Grab a few more of these. Upgrade our armor. We might as well run around a little bit and see if we can test the armor out as well. Grab a few extra things from the Black Forest. Because, yeah, I think this armor is really good. By default, it gives you, I think, 1 more armor each piece than the troll hide does. So you do get a little bit more armor to compensate for that that one downside with the set bonus effect. But I think it's really worth it. Just being able to do more damage. This will probably be able to stagger trolls without even kicking them. Would be my guess. I don't know that for sure, but it sounds right. Let's mark those blueberries. We'll just grab some extra because I know we're running low and we'll probably need to use some of them here and there. I know I was making a lot of food to just have, so I didn't have to spend time on camera recording just me cooking. Alright, how bad does this hurt, I guess? Hit me. We're taking probably a little more damage than we would. But 42 is pretty good. And yeah, I really think that if you can manage to get a bear trophy early on, this is the way to go. I just wish you could get them more easily. If they made the drop more similar to like a troll trophy, and I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, I just know that like it's taken me this long. Like, you've seen how long on camera I've spent a lot of time off camera trying to get it, and it hasn't dropped. And you also use the bear trophy for a trinket, I believe, and also the bearskin rug. So to have 3 different crafting recipes and have it not drop very frequently, I don't think is great. But I do think this is the way to go over the troll, unless you're, you know, kind of hanging back, maybe doing a little bit more archery, or trying to play a little bit more stealthy, a little bit more low profile. then I think maybe it's worth doing. Um, we'll just upgrade this one last time. Okay. And we'll put this stuff back. We'll sleep. So that extra chop is good and kind of, you know, it kind of goes with the Elder's power. The way the Elder's power has changed, you get that health regeneration and that extra chop damage. So with the patterns of the bear, I guess, that'll help you chop a lot more trees. You also get the passive health regeneration from the berserk effect. So those things just kind of sync up, so I think that's pretty nice. Also, as I've been playing, I've been making a lot of these meads. Grab a few extra of those. I was making quite a few poison resistance ones just because we're going to be heading into the swamp relatively soon, and they're good to have. Health, just instant health. Well, I guess you get it over time, but it's very quick. And the stamina, quick stamina regeneration. The tasty mead is something not everyone makes a ton of use of, because it does give you a, it does reduce your health regeneration, but it does give you it doubles your stamina regeneration, which stamina in this game is going to be usually more important than your health. Ideally, you're not looking to get hit that much at all. Or if you are, you're taking like small amounts, or it's just the small amounts you take from blocking and everything. So, yeah, it's very useful. And what else? We did a lot more mining as well off camera. We've got quite a bit stored up. We also, I guess we can grab all of this. Oh, give me just one. Do we have these? Oh, we do have those filled up. Okay. We might as well be doing this while we're waiting. So yeah, I think what might be fun is to set out a little outpost, right? Somewhere. Now you see the chaos of my map markers, but somewhere between Haldor and where this swamp shows up. Now, hopefully, this landmass continues, and there's at least that much more swamp that hasn't been seen, or maybe even more. But, ideally, there's enough that we can get a start at it. And also, there's this bit of swamp here that really just showed up as the tree. It'd be really fun to build something around there, but that might be for, later down the line, just when we want to kind of showcase a little bit of building, or we're slowing down in progression and just want to kick back a little. I was also thinking of what to do with this area, and I was thinking, I don't know how well it would work, but doing something like that, right? And then maybe having you can place stuff on top of this, can't you? I'm sure you can. I don't know. We'll think of something. Whether or not we're, keeping this. We might honestly just fill in some terrain and readjust it. But I really don't like the way it looks. It's a little goofy looking. We're also probably, once we get to the swamp and once we get iron, going to want to expand this a little bit, because these chests are getting full, right? mean, most of them anyway. So, we're gonna have access to the larger storage chests made with the iron and fine wood. So, once we get a hold of that, we get a hold of some stone cutters, right? We're gonna be able to build a lot more interestingly with the stone and the iron beams. So I'm considering uh, maybe we keep it in the meadows, or maybe we have a little outpost in here, depending on how much we see in the swamp. We might set up a little bit of something there, maybe just to get a rested bonus. But I guess how much we develop, that's kind of dependent on, how big that swamp is and how much is in there. Um, but until then, I think this is a good place to end it. Um, you all have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next episode.